How's it going, everybody? Jumper here, and it's been a long time. I was going to record this Cobra Kai tier list season 4, almost 6 months ago, and my mic kind of just crapped out on me, and I couldn't make it. It took me a while to get a new mic, but we finally do have one. We messed around with the settings a bit, thanks to Paul, and it seems like we got to a suitable level here. It'll change throughout the videos, obviously. Um, so pretty much we got a lot of Cobra Kai characters here, and we're gonna rank them. This is one of my favorite shows, if not one of them, or top 300%. So I'm super excited. Season 5 is coming out in almost like 2 months or three. So holy crap, am I excited! Got a lot to talk about. Probably gonna be a long video. Grab popcorn, maybe a drink, and let's do this. So we're going to start off with a strong one here. We got Johnny, the OG Cobra Kai badass. If you're putting Johnny anywhere but not S tier, you're broken. I'm sorry. Johnny is S tier. Great character arc. You didn't even expect when you started the show for it to be about him, but really it is about him. And is he ever great? I love him. And I just love how you see him slowly evolve as a better human. He's still not a good parent, don't get me wrong, but goddamn is he, just like the relationship he builds with Miguel's family and Carmen is just precious. Great. I love it. Johnny's a great guy and he's definitely one of the funniest, if not the funniest person on this show. And I don't think many people would disagree with me on that. All right, next we got John Kreese, one of the founders of Cobra Kai himself. John Kreese is tricky for me. I personally like John Kreese himself. He's psychotic and he's a very good character. Martin Cove plays him amazing, but the one thing that's always irked me about not Terry sorry, we'll get there. Kreese is he just sucks at karate. Like I'm sure he's technically good, but holy crap. Like how many times have you seen him fight in the show and the movies? I saw him get his ass kicked in Karate Kid 3 by Miyagi, but who doesn't? And in the second movie, when he's punching the window, I mean the glass of the car, he literally does the same move 3 times. Um, he gets his ass kicked pretty much every single time. He's kind of a jobber. The only time he gets like an upper hand on somebody is when he's doing something cheap, like it's a kid he's attacking, or fucking tries to kill Johnny with a weapon. Insane. That's a good spot. Is B. Actually, that is a good spot. I like his character. I like the little grab he always has, his setting position with his gi. It's iconic. I'm kind of interested to see in season 4 where his redemption arc goes because he has to. Wonder what he's going to be doing in jail. So next up, we got Brooks. Brooks. This guy literally got destroyed by Hawk in like one of the most brutal scenes in the show. In that ending where he spat on him, that was just yeah. That's what happens when you bully a kid that goes full on just beast mode, man. Honestly, Brooks is like I feel like he could have been a decent fighter just because he's a big body, but the way he got embarrassed by Hawk was he got kicked out, and I just don't really see him anymore. He's on an F because I don't hate his guts, so we'll put him at a D. Just kind of a douchey yes. What's that term that everyone says nowadays? The yes man? Is that the term? The guy that's just he'll he'll give Kyler a rub on the ass if he asks. Pretty much he's just a lackey. We got Devin here. So Devin's actually really not bad for her like 3 months of training before the All Valleys. She did pretty good. She's gonna be one of the best girl fighters, definitely. But I'm not sure how big of a jump she can take. She's definitely not going to be able to beat Tori or Sam. She probably will be able to give Piper a good fight, probably even beat her. Honestly, she catches on really quick and she's got that Cobra mentality. I like her though. I wouldn't put her past Crease. I'd put her at a B. And I think that's fair. I haven't seen much of her other than her personality, and I like it. She still has a lot to go training wise. So we have Bert. Next, I'm pretty sure that's Bert. Um, Bert's cute. Like he's a cute kid, I guess. He just literally looks like a little infant, but you know, I do enjoy his fight scenes at the Hall Valley. Like it's everyone like every time I'm sitting there, I'm hoping that Bert's gonna kick ass, but what are you gonna do? He's really tiny, but for his size, he tries pretty hard. He's a nice comic relief character. Season 4, he was being a bit more douchey towards Kenny. You know, finally he has someone to pick on, I guess. And he had that connection with Clarence, that little, what was it, hamster or rat? Whatever got fed to that Cobra. That was sad. But I wouldn't be able to put Bert past a C, honestly. He's like pretty one dimensional. He's a small nerdy kid. He tries his best in the fighting, but he's physical limitations, right? So next we have Bobby here. He's a very good friend to Johnny. Doesn't do much in Cobra Kai. He is a pastor now, if I am not mistaken. But honestly, the one thing about Bobby is he is super underrated in the Karate Kid movie. He's obviously only in that movie, but he went like to the what was that semifinals to the All Valley, and he could have beat Daniel, but Kreese told him to make some cheap shots and injure him. And Bobby himself said, like, Sensei, I could beat this guy, but you know, Kreese says he plays by his own rules, and you can't talk back to Kreese, especially back then in the '80s. No. So honestly, Bobby has kind of like respect in my heart because he's actually like a really good fighter, and honestly could even match up with Johnny back then in the All Valley. Not anymore nowadays, but back then, like I honestly could see him beating Daniel if he didn't have to do that cheap move. I have a soft spot for him just for the fact that he's a very underrated fighter, so I'm gonna put him at an A. Honestly, man, he could have been one of the best fighters if he kept going. But Cobra Kai just brainwashed everyone and it's just toxic, so makes sense why he became a pastor. So next up we got Aisha, and she's actually a character that I really do enjoy. She's not somebody that you would think at the beginning of the show to be an actual badass fighter, but she's got size and she uses it and she messes people up. Like she is not to be taken lightly. She bodied people in All Valley, and she didn't even have that much training. Definitely the best female Cobra up until Tori came in, because Tori had prior martial arts experience, kickboxing, I think. It sucks that Aisha is gone, but it was nice to see her for a small little cameo in season 4. The show would be great with her, so I wish she was there, but I'm assuming the actress has other plans in life. But honestly, I wouldn't be able to put her past like a B tier. I wouldn't be able to put Crease underneath her. Definitely not before Devin. I definitely like Aisha more than Devin. All right, so next we have I honestly can't remember his name. It's the pretty much the guy that taught John Kreese karate in the war. I'm just gonna call him General Cochran because he looks like he would be named that. He's kind of just a douchebag. He's only there just to show where Kreese got that kill or be killed mentality, other than just being in the war. This sensei was every man for himself. I honestly don't really care about this character in the slightest. I wouldn't say he's an F tier, but I guess he'd be above Brooks. Brooks, whatever you call her. This is a TV woman. I want to put her at S tier because if she didn't get Johnny fired for saying she's B wording at him, I don't want to say it right now. I'm trying not to swear in these videos. Um, I want to put her in S because if she didn't do that, this whole show wouldn't have happened and Cobra Kai wouldn't be reopened. But on top of that, I also want to put her in F tier just because I don't even know her name and I just don't really care about her, to be honest. It was funny though when Johnny was doing his speed dating thing and she showed up. It took him like a few seconds to figure out who they were. Ugh, that was a good scene, man. I'll put her in F tier though because that's the only thing I like about her. Carmen, 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 Carmen. Carmen is one of the nicest people on the show. She isn't a big fan of karate, seeing her son get injured and stuff, it's hard. But she is just one of the sweetest people on the show. Great actress, just very good energy she gives. And her and Johnny are just adorable together. And interested to see what steps she takes in the next season with Miguel going to Mexico. Next, we got Kyler, the ultimate jobber. This man is just here to get his ass handed to him. It's funny. I honestly like Kyler as a character because he has a wrestling background, which I think is cool because wrestling is great. Um, and it's always nice to have one of those characters that is just nice. He's always going to get his ass kicked. So you know what to expect from Kyler. I'm honestly not surprised if he took a big jump next season because he honestly has a lot of potential to be a good fighter, but they need somebody to keep taking nails, and that's Kyler's job. All right, next we got Chozen. Chozen is a fan favorite. Karate Kid 2, honestly, I liked him. I really liked his style. Not even talking about fighting, just clothing style. Very nice. Very well dressed. They look very modern, like very ahead of their time. Anyway, let's talk about karate. And Chosen has to be probably the strongest character fighting wise next to Terry Silver. We'll get to there. I like Chosen as a character. I would definitely put him above Bobby, but to break into that S tier thing is, I feel like next season for season 5, he's going to be an S tier because there's going to be way more of him. I love the little honk he did to Daniel. That was funny. It's nice to see that he's grown up and he has a sense of humor. A tier for Chosen, but I know by season 5, he'll be an S tier for me. But the main talking point I have here with Chosen is Silver. That is the big matchup for next season, season 5. Silver is going to be. I'm such a boomer with computers. I apologize for that. Silver, I'm not putting Silver in A tier. Just heads up, he's going S tier because he's my favorite character. But these two versus each other. So what my prediction is, what I think is going to happen in season 5 versus Chosen and Terry Silver is Silver and Chosen are going to fight. It's going to be pretty equally matched, but Chosen will be able to get the edge on him. But I feel like Terry Silver is going to pull something really, really shisty on him. Like he's going to do something really cheap and dangerous, or potentially try killing Chosen. When Terry Silver gets his back to the wall and he's losing, I feel like he's going to try something to really either kill Johnny, Daniel, or Chosen. And that's when Chosen is going to need to bust out one of the like Miyagi Do ancient techniques. And I feel like it's gonna incapacitate Silver to a point where like it's not gonna be like the pressure point like making his arm numb. Like he's gonna make him literally not be able to move and like injure him hardcore because Silver's gonna try killing one of them and Chosen's gonna have to use that as like a last resort and pretty much defeat Silver, and that's gonna be his downfall. He's gonna push it too far and he's gonna try to kill somebody because of just how insane he is, and then Chosen is gonna put him in his place because Chosen, we don't even know what else he knows, man. He's insane. That's penis breath. That's ass face. Yeah, that's ass face. This is penis breath, from what I can remember. Penis breath is okay. There's nothing that stands up to him other than just a fill-in Miyagi Do fighter. He's got a good heart though. He's a big guy, but honestly, he hasn't won much in the fighting. He did okay in the school fight. He beat Mitch, but he hit him over the head with a textbook. So, um, I wouldn't put him past Bert though. So C is a good spot for penis breath right now. This is the teacher. I'm pretty sure this is the teacher, or she works at the All Valley. Either way, I don't care. F. This is Allie. She's a great character. She's nice to have from the movies. Nice to see her come back, and the dynamic between her, Johnny, and Daniel is still great. I personally wouldn't be able to put her past Crease, but she's definitely above these jobbers over here just because she's been there since the OG movie, and she's a good person. She really helps Johnny and Daniel just kind of bond together in that scene at the banquet, I think it is. It was great. So nice to hear her side of the story instead of Johnny and Daniel's. Um, this is one of the jobbers that gave Robbie issues that it's in jail with. Trey is his name? I can't remember. This is the tall, lanky Hispanic guy. Honestly, like I could whoop his ass. I don't feel intimidated by him. Wouldn't put him behind these two because at least he's in some fight scenes, but he sucks. Daniel, Danny boy, you're playing with fire. But you can't have the Karate Kid not in the S tier. He's the OG Karate Kid. Sure, his views have been flawed. He's a little bit stubborn, stuck in his ways, but he started to see why it's good to use different techniques together with Miyagi Do, not just Miyagi Do. He realized that it's not always his way is the right way, which is good because he needs it because he can be really stubborn and annoying. I personally like Daniel the way he fights. People say it looks awkward, which yeah, it does look awkward, but this man's also like almost John Kreese's age. He looks really young. So let's not hold on to Daniel any longer. Definitely gonna put him in S tier because he's the Karate Kid. I would put him ahead of Carmen, yeah, but I cannot for the life of me put him ahead of Johnny because Johnny is just hilarious. Obviously, the show has proven to us that they are even matched. Like it's a 50-50 chance whoever could win. They're pretty much even, especially with Johnny now knowing Miyagi Do. I feel like he's going to be better than Daniel. And nothing beats that moment. My favorite fight scene moment in the whole season 4 was when they're doing their one on one and it's tied. What is it? Daniel's up 2-1, and then he uses the Miyagi Do pressure points on Johnny, and his arm goes numb. And at that point, I thought it's over for Johnny. He's about to get knocked. Johnny literally jumps in the air, takes him out with his legs, and then hits him with his wobbly arm and gets the point. That was the most insane. I did not see that coming, and jumped out of my seat when I saw that. So next up, we have young John Kreese before the Cobra Kai when he first learned karate in the Vietnam War. Honestly, the character himself is just bland, which makes sense. He hasn't become psycho yet, which, well, it kind of is, but he hasn't been crazy psycho, which is Kreese, and that's pretty much what makes Kreese Kreese. But it was nice to have backstory about where Kreese came from. Definitely put him ahead of these two jobbers here, but I honestly wouldn't put him past C. Like, I know I'm not saying Devin could beat young Kreese. Obviously not. Please don't ever take it like that. This isn't a ranking of fighting skill. Because if it was, Chozen would be ahead of Johnny. Then it would be Johnny Daniel. Next, we got Dimitri. Dimitri has had such a great arc. He went from just this wimpy loser, which is he played the role great, very believable, and then you see him through like 2 seasons trying to learn karate, and oh my god, is it hopeless? He's just complaining. He doesn't want to do any hard work. He's just not catching on to anything. But season 4, he actually came into his own at the end of season 3 in that house fight. You could tell that he really likes to use those kicks, and he has a really great body because he's very lengthy and long. Pause. But and that's a great tool to have in any sort of fight. Obviously, you have reach, and those kicks are deadly because you could just kick the crap out of anyone, and they're not even close to him. But he is a good character. He's funny, and I like how he's like stepped up his confidence. He's less of a pushover and weeb, and he's not someone that will let you walk over him. Also, he pulled Yasmin, which is just hilarious and good for him. I'm gonna put him in B tier, past Kyler, past Ali. I put him past Kreese. Not in fighting skill. Don't worry. It's just characters I like. I wouldn't be able to put him in A. I just can't, to be honest. The only reason why Bobby's in A is because I've always had a soft spot for how underrated he is. I wish people just gave him a bit more respect. Moving on to my second favorite character. Up until season 4, he was my favorite, but then Terry Silver made his return, and oh boy, was that great! That was amazing. Hawk or Eli now that he's done his Hawk phase. Eli Hawk himself, if I were to put him in fighting, would put him in A tier. But now that this is among the kid fighters, now that he's become Eli and he is using Miyagi Do, Eagle Fang, and Cobra Kai, he is unbeatable. Holy man. He's a different beast. And just when he realized that he doesn't need the Mohawk to have his confidence, he became something different, man. Never thought I would see Eli win the All Valley because he was close to it the first All Valley we saw them in, but he was such a head case that he's just. I didn't think he would be able to control himself and put himself in that position to win, and he did. I personally would move Eli to second place because those are my favorite characters, and that just makes sense, right? So moving on, we got the pawn shop guy. Honestly, I'll slap him in D here because he has a few back and forths with Johnny that it's pretty funny. Doesn't do anything of interest for the plot though. I'll give him over General Cochran though. Screw him. Miggy, my boy. I love Miguel's look in season 4. The Eagle Fang gi on him looks great. His hair looks much better than before. He's obviously matured and gotten a little bit stronger. And I just love that there's this intimidation factor about Miguel now that he knows he's well versed in all three of the martial arts, Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, and Miyagi Do. He's just a different beast, but there's still limitations as he's still just recovered on walking, which obviously wasn't realistic at all, but he's a great character. I'm interested to see where this character arc goes of him meeting his dad in Mexico, if it's going to be good or if it's just going to be saddening for him. Either way, I would put Miguel. I'd put him in S tier, put him above his mom, put him above Daniel. Would have put it past Johnny personally. I personally think between these two, Eli and Miguel, I give to Eli, but I'm biased. We're going on to Mitch now. That is Assface. And Assface can sit right next to Penis Breath because they do the same thing for me. They're alright. Cool guys. Decent fighters, but they ain't winning anything. Daniel's mother, I can't remember for the life of me what her name was. Lucienne? I don't know. Nice character. She was sweet in the original movie. Doesn't do much but just complain in the Cobra Kai. D. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna argue with me. I like Piper herself. I like that she has a gymnastics background, kind of like dancing, which is really cool. It definitely helps with her like fighting. You can see in All Valley she's doing a lot of cool flips. Personally, to me, like though, I can never see her surpassing Tori or any of the other girl characters, other than maybe Devin. Actually, she'd probably beat Devin right now, but I don't know about next season. Piper would put her in. She's beside Devin. Honestly, we've had a bit more development of Piper. Well, we've known her for longer. Either two are interchangeable, her and Devin. Maybe by next season, she'll have something more interesting to her. Who knows? Probably not. This is Jimmy. This is like the most forgettable to me of the like OG Cobras from the first movie. Like I don't even know what to tell you about him. I literally didn't even know his name and I forgot he existed. Sorry. I just know Tommy and Bobby more. Dutch is one of my more favorites, but Dutch is. Really hope they see Dutch in prison with Kreese, but I don't think that's happening. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna put him there. I definitely would take Daniel's mother over him, which is such a weird comparison. Ooh, one of my favorites, Amanda. Oh man, is she just like a bright light of just sanity? Like everyone is just going crazy with these karate dojo wars, and she's just like, "Can we just call the police?" But then during season like 4, she's just goes down the rabbit hole too. Would put her with. I do like Amanda a lot though, because she is funny. She has actually some funny lines. She's a good actress. I personally wouldn't be able to put her past Miggy or. I can't. I feel bad just putting her with Carmen. It feels like I'm just grouping the girls together, but either way, they're both S tier for a reason. They're great. Don't let that be a knock on them. This is Vinny. Put him above Brooks. Put him above Cochran. This guy. This Jimmy. Not being the OG mom, though. Not for me. This is the homeless woman that loves meth and burritos. No. top F tier. Now this is Kumiko. I think this is Kumiko from Karate Kid 2. She's nice. She was nice in the original movie. Her and Daniel had a little cute relationship. But she did help Daniel get his job back. Not his job back, his dealership up and stable, which is obviously great. But as a character, doesn't really do much for me. But I do like her though because she's from the OG second movie, and she's a good person, good soul, and I loved being able to sit there with her and Daniel and hear some of Miyagi's letters. That was beautiful. Would put her above young Kreese. Would put her above Devin. Would put her above Piper, but not past Aisha because Aisha I actually like her. Actually, for a second here, I'm switching Aisha and Kyler. I like Aisha way more than Kyler, but I wouldn't put her past Ali. Ali's an OG. Okay, so next we have Anush. He's kind of similar to, but I kind of like Anush a bit more. I would put him above the mom though, because I actually kind of like Anush. He's kind of just like, I feel bad for him, man. Especially when Tori just threatens him. He's like, oh, why do I even get involved? Honestly, I wouldn't be able to put him past penis breath and ass face, respectively. And Anthony, he is going through a big arc right now as Kenny's rival. He was an annoying kid in the first seasons. This new season, I still find him just kind of, eh, don't like him really. But I do like that he's slowly changing, and I'm actually really curious to see how he does with like Miyagi Do training. I want to put him past Anush though. I like the mom more actually. I like put Anthony there just for the fact that I think he's gonna have a way bigger arc next season. Like actually take it seriously. I'm kind of excited. This is Armand. He's funny. Has a few good jokes. Would put him past Kreese. I have a soft spot for Armin. He kind of reminds me of some of my family members, the way he acts. So that's probably why he's a little bit higher than Bert and Penis Breath and Ass Face. We have Robbie here. I actually have a different opinion than most on Robbie. I personally love his fighting style and I love his story, like who he is and how he's redeeming himself and just how much ass he kicks. It's not really Robbie himself as a character. It's just Tanner. His acting. There's something there's I just never been able to describe it. It's just sometimes when he's acting, he's kind of just standing there, he's kind of stiff. The way he's just saying stuff is like it's just not believable. He's a good fighter though, and I'm not putting him at bottom eight. Don't worry, I'm just placing him there. He's a great matchup. I think honestly, give him some more training, more time, and he's going to be the best kid fighter. He has the potential. Deciding where to put Robbie though. Robbie ahead of Bobby Brown, obviously. Ahead of Chozen. Sorry, Chozen. I feel like Chozen's getting done dirt here, but by the time next season, he's going to be hopped up to here, in my opinion. I think. Unless I just don't like the character arc, but I highly doubt it. Robbie definitely above the two wives, just because I do really like his fighting skills. And again, knowing Miyagi Do and Cobra Kai is cool. But the fact that he taught all the Cobra Kai's Miyagi Do was some five head move. Smart, and he really gave Cobra Kai the advantage for that tournament there. If he didn't do that, Cobra Kai would have gotten their butts whooped. I'm personally going to put Robbie here behind Daniel for my bias of not really liking Tanner's acting at times. I really like the sweet scene him and Johnny had at the end of season 4, though. It was really beautiful, and I liked it. Moving on. Oh, we have the other jobber from Robbie. What's his name? This guy, what's his name? Trey? I can't remember, man. He's such a nobody character. I'm just gonna throw him down. Throw him here. Above Meth Burrito Lady. But not past an F tier. I have standards. Moving on, we have Stingray here. I liked Stingray at first, but then after he's turned Snitch, not a fan of Stingray. He's kind of kind of softer than KY Jelly, to be honest. And I would honestly put him. I'd put him past Anoush, not past Ass Face and Penis Breath. Yeah, I'm gonna put Anoush top D tier here. I'm sorry, quick adjustments. So I'm gonna put Stingray here, top of D. Tom Cole, just like douche. I want to put him past TV Lady though. But yeah, he's just there to piss Daniel off. Kind of a douchebag. This is the gas station employee or the convenience store employee that touches pizza with his bare hands. Automatic F tier for that. That is disgusting. Sid, rest in peace. His actor sadly passed away. But we're not going to talk about his acting career because he's had a long, illustrious acting career. But we're just going to talk about character wise. And we see why Johnny grew up so just angry and resentful because he was just really rude to him and only really wanted his mother, not really anything to do with Johnny. But at least he funded Johnny to go into Cobra Kai. So I'll give him. No, not Shannon. Sorry. Where is he? Sid. So I'll put him here. Bob Brooks. Or whatever his name is. Cochran. Only above this guy. Jimmy, though. Yeah, I put him above Jimmy. Wouldn't put him past it. Vinny, whatever his name is. We're moving on to Nathan, and it's only fair to put Nate with Bert. They had a nice little rivalry. Now they're friends, picking on Kenny. But now I feel like Kenny could kick their butts, though. Kenny is advancing really fast, and he's got this killer mentality that you can only get from repeated bullying, like Eli. Sharon, whatever her name is, Robbie's mom. Put her in D tier. Better than Stingray. She is like a nice woman. She really isn't a good parent though. Like prioritized alcohol and partying over taking care of her son. Actually, yeah, she's kind of crappy parent. She's a nice character, but crappy parent. Behind General Cochran, you go. Sean. I personally was really upset that Sean didn't come out of jail in season 4 and become a fighter. I was really hoping to because he would be an absolute unit. This man is giant. He's been to prison, so he knows about some scruffs. Doesn't mean he's a good fighter. Robbie still was able to beat him, but he still gave Robbie fits because just his size and he's just a natural fighter, I guess, right? He looks like he's been scrapping for a while. He's a very intimidating character. I like the actor. The actor really plays him well. With like really minimal screen time, he has a threatening presence, and I respect it. Now, where to put him? I would put him past. Yeah, I would put him past Bobby Brown. I cannot put him past Chozen because that's just disrespectful. I'm already disrespecting Chozen already, but I'm only doing it just because I know he's going to be top tier once I get a full view of his character. Kenny. I really hated Kenny. Hated those scenes with Kenny at the beginning, but I understand they're trying to plant a seed because All Valley's under 18, right? And they're 17, 18, the kid fighters from the first few seasons, so they need to plant seed for Anthony and the younger audience, which makes sense. But honestly, once Kenny started getting kind of insane and Cobra Kai brainwashed him, I started liking him more. He started really putting in the work, and Dallas Dupree Young is the actor's name, did a really good job of going from this really nerdy, like just unintimidating, just frail little boy to just like, holy crap, this kid's psycho. I'm not saying he can beat everyone up now because he still has the limitations, but the way he learned and how far, what you get to the semifinals of the All Valley quarterfinals as like a little kid with minimal training. That's props. I'm gonna put him near his brother, but I wouldn't be able to put him past his brother because personally I just like Sean. I'm really hoping Sean becomes one of the fighters in the show, but it seems like he's gonna be in jail from what he did last time to the prison guard. This is young Terry Silver, I'm pretty sure, or the one that we thought was Terry Silver. I think that was the ponytail guy. He was kind of like a red herring. Like you think that's who Terry Silver is because he has the ponytail, but it turns out to be this guy. I'm just gonna slap him at the bottom here. He's literally there just thanking Johnny, not Johnny. Well, his name is Johnny, John Kreese. Kreese is for saving his life, and he owes him anything. That pretty much plants the seed of, yes, that's why he will do anything for Kreese for now. Well, I like Terry Silver himself, but I can't put him there. It just wouldn't make sense. So we'll put him next to we'll put him above General Cochran. Because honestly, they didn't do much. Moon. Moon's a great girl. She's very positive. She manifests some very nice energy for the cast here, which I respect. Moon. She's never going to be a fighter. That's not her type, which is fine. She's nice to just be there, and she's the one that put Eli's confidence all the way back up when he was at his lowest. So I respect Moon for her and her positivity and trying to spread peace. We'll put her above C for sure, but I wouldn't be able to put her past Devin. If you're not a fighter, it does hinder my rating towards you, except if you're the two moms here because they're just hilarious and they're just great, great characters. Yasmin, she's kind of a douche, but I like that she gets humbled at the end. And her dating Dimitri, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie, man. But I can't put her past. I couldn't put her past Shannon, to be honest. Like she's if you just hit the delete button from the show, wouldn't be mad. Tori. We're on Tori Nichols. Tori is the badass girl fighter of the show. There's a reason why she won the All Valley for Cobra Kai because uh, she's the best girl fighter in the show. Sam is getting close, and now that she's integrating Miyagi Do and Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang to her teachings, I feel like Sam will be able to take the step above next to stop Tori. But right now, Tori is Queen Bee fighting purposes. I wouldn't be able to put her in S tier though because I don't really like Tori that much. Like I like her, but I wouldn't be able to put her past Chozen. I want to put her past Sean. Definitely, definitely can't put her below Sean. Just for the fact that she's Queen Bee and she won the All Valley tournament, and she's also just she doesn't take shit, and also she's really someone that's helping her family, which is something I can respect. Sam, personally, I find her really annoying, but she's a good fighter. And Mary Mauser, for her actress, she has diabetes, I'm pretty sure. She's doing a very good job. Her fighting choreography has improved. It looks more natural and like believable. So I'll give her props for that. I personally wouldn't be able to put her past Sean because I like Sean. I'll put her past Kenny just because I do like her fighting style. I hate that scene of her going talking to Aisha about advice on what to do about Tori. And Aisha gives her such good advice, but she doesn't even use it. She just acts toxic towards Tori because she wants to have the step up above her. But it was just she has a lot of growing up to do. The season 5 trailer looks like she's going to be dealing with her past mistakes. Looks like she has a lot of reflecting to do with those scenes that look like dream fight scenes. I'm interested to see where that goes. That's where I put Sam. This is Tommy. Get him a body bag. And yeah, Rob Garrison, Tommy is the actor has passed away sadly, which is really sad. He was iconic from the first movie. Can never get rid of that body bag line. That is the best thing ever. I'm gonna put him above towards C. Now he's definitely above everyone here in C because he's just iconic. I put him past most of these B tiers. To be honest, I personally can't see him passing him or Ali. Who would be better a character? As you see, I have a soft spot for all the OG Cobras except for Jimmy because I don't remember much from him. Like I want to put him above Ali, but that's because he just passed away, and I'm really sad about that. But I think it's fair to put him there. Xander Stone, pretty sure that's the last name. I honestly don't like. I don't mind Xander. His speech thing, I always skip it. It's kind of just annoying, but I think that was the point of it. But I actually do really like Xander's karate, like from Topanga. He has some. I wish they used him a bit more in the new season, but you know, if he couldn't beat Miguel back then, he's definitely not going to beat Miguel now or any of the top male fighters. But I do like his fighting style. It's just super fluent and like it's very fast paced. I really liked it. I would put him above. He's gonna top C tier for me, to be honest. He's in top C tier. Yeah, yeah. The grandma, just I love her. Love her. Gonna put her in the S tier here. I honestly love her more. She's just one of those characters that has like a special place in my heart because she's just so funny and she's just so pure. She's sweet. She's smart. She's right. Good grandma. Very good grandma. 10 out of 10 wood grandma. And that's pretty much it, unless we want to put Carrie Underwood here, but we'll just add her in for the fact that Carrie Underwood's here. Anyway, guys, I'm glad to be back making YouTube videos. Thanks for stopping by. It's been Jumper, and yeah, see ya.